Here's the next reptile book I have for you guys. It's probably my least favorite just because snakes freak me out. But it's a book, it's a short book, but it has some really interesting information about snakes. This book was by Carol McCluich, and it actually was written, it seems like, for the Australian Museum, which is cool. Snakes. I'm getting nervous already. Most snakes are active when the temperature is warm. They need to be warm because they can't make their own body heat. Remember we talked about it, reptiles are cold-blooded. They're the opposite of mammals and us as humans, and humans are mammals, where we're able to regulate our body temperature. Our body temperature stays constant or the same, whereas we know snakes, that's not the case. They need to seek warm places in order to warm themselves up, and when they get too hot, they need to retreat or go back to someplace cool. So if you see a snake outside in the sun, it means they needed to get warmed up. Snakes don't have legs or ears. They have forked tongues. And what they mean by that, guys, is you can see, I think, I'll try to get it a little closer. You'll see at the end of his tongue, it's split into two. Like it has two little prongs almost. And that's what forked means. If you think about a fork that you eat with, it has 4 or 5 tines, T-I-N-E-S, and that's kind of where they get the meaning from, okay? So that's a forked tongue. Our tongues are not forked. Some snakes, such as coral snakes, have bright colors that warn other animals that they are dangerous. So it's a warning system. They give predators a chance to say, hey, don't come near me, I might hurt you. So their skin color serves a purpose. It does a job. Just like the chameleon's skin color that we just read about. And so many other animals too. It's not an accident that their skin colors are different, do different things, change colors. They have a job to do. Helps protect the snake and anyone that might be thinking about hurting the snake. Most snakes, such as death adders, live on land. But some snakes, such as sea snakes, live in warm oceans. That definitely would make me nervous if I saw a snake in the ocean. So some live on land, and there are some that live in water. Most female snakes lay eggs, which hatch into baby snakes, of course. As snakes get bigger, their skin becomes too small, and they grow a new skin. The old skin peels away in one piece. And we learned that in Mystery Doug. That was actually a question we had in Jeopardy last week. The biggest snakes in the world are reticulated pythons. They can grow as long as a bus. They can eat large animals. I'm glad they don't live around here. But I think we do have one of those at the Seneca Park Zoo, if I'm not mistaken. Flower pot snakes are small snakes. They grow only as long as a pencil. They eat insects. So those might be snakes that we see around in our gardens, perhaps. I'm not sure if flower pot snakes live here in our area, but I can definitely do some research, or you could too. Most snakes, such as brown snakes, eat small animals. Some snakes, such as pythons, squeeze animals until they can't breathe, and then the snakes eat them. So some snakes have fangs, but ultimately what happens is they don't have teeth, so they swallow their prey whole typically. Some snakes, such as rattlesnakes, have tiny heat sensors on their faces. They can sense the body heat of other animals and catch them in the dark. So they don't have to hunt just during the day when it's light out. They actually can use their sense of touch or feeling in order to know where their prey are. Really cool. Some snakes, such as vipers, kill animals by biting them and injecting them with venom. So venom is a poison, and it usually immobilizes the prey, so the prey can't move. Some snakes, such as tiger snakes, are very dangerous. Their venom can kill people. Tiger snakes live in Australia. So we're safe here, thank goodness. So even though snakes aren't my favorite thing in the world, for sure, they are really cool reptiles. And those were some really interesting facts. I didn't know a lot of that information, so now I've learned something new. I hope you guys like that book about snakes.